All right, Hexed Encounter crew, strap in and batten down your hexes. Today we're diving into the top 15 war games of 1975, a year when designers were either wildly experimental or insanely detailed, sometimes both. I've trimmed the fat, kept all the flavor, and timed it out so we hit about 10 minutes, so let's get weird. We're going to start off with number 15. It's Sorcerer from SPI, and that's going to be a recurring theme, SPI that is. Fantasy wargaming meets Saturday morning cartoons, trolls, demons, dragons, and sorcerers in 7 magic colors. Combat hinges on a color wheel, rock, paper, scissors style, plus magical terrain bonuses based on the color on the map. It's kind of clunky, it's chaotic, and it's designed by Redmond Simonsen, who's best known as a graphics guru. So it looks like a unicorn exploded, to be honest, but nothing else in 75 felt this riotous. Moving on to number 14, it's another SPI entry, and it's Dreadnought. So this is the big guns will be coming out to play, and it's a Hex Encounter naval epic that spans HMS Dreadnought's 1906 debut to World War II's last salvo. Individual battleships that have stats for attack, armor, speed, and range. You plot your movement and firing simultaneously, so both players go at the same time. And you try to predict your foe before they sink you. Cruisers get little action at all. This is all about the big boys. And so if you crave capital ship slugfests without going all the way to miniatures, then this is your joust. At number 13, we have Panzer 44, another SPI entry, tactical tank combat with paperwork. Plot orders in advance, pray your opponents blunder into your ambush, and survive the infamous panic phase. Hint, it panics the whole hex row. Procedural grit meets facing free armor resolution. It's ambitious, sometimes goofy, but it rewards ruthlessness. And if you can stomach the duplex plotting and random morale madness, it's a good one. Number 12 is Island War, the first of many SPI quads that are on this list. It's got 4 battles, 1 CRT, and a whole lot of game. So Guadalcanal, Saipan, Leyte, Okinawa, all in here. 4 Pacific slugfests on folio maps. Simple I go, you go, sticky zones of control, and low blood CRT that force you to choke off retreats more than rack up kills. Quad veterans will get instant play. It's familiar stuff. The newbies get a bite-sized taste of PTO grind without an overnight commitment. At number 11, Blue and Gray 2, SPI quad on the Civil War, one of the two, as you might guess from the title. This is 4 more reasons to grow mutton chops. Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville, Chattanooga, Wilderness, classic Civil War battles with SPI's intro-level system, no stacking. It's a straightforward CRT, and just enough flavor to sting. Chattanooga shines, Wilderness feels like a traffic jam, but it's perfect for quick ACW skirmishes without a PhD in muskets. Well, we hit the top 10, and that number 10 is The Fall of Tobruk from Conflict Games. Rommel rolls and Chadwick designs. This isn't the Avalon Hill behemoth. This one's a lean company-level Barbary Blitz designed by Frank Chadwick. Anti-tank artillery ratings and fluid maneuvers capture desert warfare's tempo. It's got a paper map, clean counters, and no rule bloat. It was actually revived and revised in 2023 by Compass Games, and that proves that Mr. Chadwick's designs have legs. Coming in at number 9 is Stellar Conquest. This is from Metagaming and later on Avalon Hill, but in 75 it was Metagaming. This is before 4X was cool, it was manual. Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate, all with log sheets and pencils. Hidden fog of war, branching tech trees, planetary colonization. It even had Death Stars. Over 500 counters, secret logs for fleets, and bookkeeping galore. It's the granddaddy of Space Empire games. Just don't hate me when your hand cramps. At number 8, it's Modern Battles, the SPI quad, another SPI quad. This is Cold War conflicts that you hope never happen, but in this case, 2 of them actually did. And you get 4 scenarios. 2 are from the Yom Kippur War. Those are the ones that really happened. You get 1 in Egypt and 1 in the Golan Heights. And then you also get a Soviet-Chinese showdown in Manchuria and Würzburg, which is NATO versus Warsaw Pact in Germany, obviously. Classic SPI rules with realistic scaling. Würzburg alone is worth the price. You've got arm and maneuver mayhem without a single Cold War nuclear panic button. At number 7, it's Blue and Gray Quad 1, another SPI quad. And this is 4 battles, 1 war, and the cleanest hexes. Shiloh, Antietam, Chickamauga, and Cemetery Hill. This was SPI's first quad, and the ACW Gateway. Fast teach, fast play, and scenarios you can finish before dinner. Shiloh's a back-and-forth brawl. Antietam punishes Union hesitancy, McClellan. Chickamauga rewards foresight. And Cemetery Hill, well, it's not great, but you can consider it a warm-up. At number 6, it's Napoleon at War, another SPI quad. I think it's the last one. I think. 4 battles, 1 Bonaparte, and yes, you'll EE at least once. Marengo's swingy reinforcements, Jena Auerstadt's 2-map split, Vagram's balanced slugfest, and Leipzig's epic 4-day grand campaign. Core SPI mechanics, plus the dreaded EE, equal elimination. It's lean, tactical, and it spawned an entire Napoleonic lineage. Viva l'Empereur! At number 5, this is a big one. It's Tobruk from Avalon Hill, big in more than one way. The desert is flat, the rules are not. Obsession level, North Africa individual tank data sheets, turret hit table, soldier level casualties, programmed instruction, introduces complexity in modules, infantry, artillery, even aircraft. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but for detail freaks, it's the gold standard of squad level desert combat. And yes, it eventually spawned Advanced Tobruk, which along with ASL are 2 of your more complicated tactical games. At number 4, it's another in the line of games that spawned long-running series. This one is La Bataille de la Moscova from Marshall Enterprises. This is the godfather of Grand Tactical Napoleonics. Borodino at regimental scale, 1,400 plus counters, 4 massive maps, 6 bite-sized scenarios, plus the full battle behemoth. Morale tracks, fatigue, leaders who swing battles, epic setup time, epic payoff. Nothing else in 75 dared this level of scale and artistry. Coming in at number 3, it's World War I, 1914 to 1918, and yes, it is another SPI game. And this one is still around with a Decision Games edition. But back in 75, no tanks, no blitzkrieg, just meat, mud, and math. A tiny box with a strategic soul, 6-month turns, army-level play, and a replacement point system that makes every offensive a coordinated bloodbath. Roll high and bleed hard. Roll low and survive, but survive for what? The next battle? This is a masterclass in design austerity. Coming in at number 2, we have Frederick the Great, which was in 75 an SPI release. It later was redone or updated, changed a little bit, perhaps. No, not perhaps. It was changed a little bit by Avalon Hill after the downfall of SPI or the absorption of SPI by TSR. Maneuver is king. Supply is cruel. This is a 7 years war game, as you might expect from the title. 7 years war in a circuit board. Depots, leader-driven combat, percent lost battles that punish mass assaults. Frederick himself adds an asymmetry that haunts new players. Basically, you want to avoid that guy because he kicks your butt. So the game is cerebral, it's brutal, and the original operational Wunderkind that still feels fresh. And surprise, surprise, coming in at number 1 is yet another game from SPI. They were truly the big dogs back in 75. This one was from Strategy and Tactics number 50. So it's a magazine game, but it had legs. It's still around. And it is Battle for Germany. So you attack and defend at the same time. So in the last year or plus of the war, you had 2 fronts, both converging on Berlin. You have one surprising twist in this game. You have to control both an Allied force and a German force. So you juggle your Eastern Soviet onslaughts and your Western Allied pushes, all while hamstringing your own forces. It's got a simple CRT, and the folio maps hide one of the deepest 2-player experiences ever. It's elegant, tense, and endlessly replayable. It's been copied. It's still around in a deluxified version, courtesy of Decision Games. It is the top game of 1975. Now, this is all according to me, and you can tear me up, whatever. An opinion is what it is, my opinion. But that is the top 15 most influential games of 1975, according to Joe. And there you have it, 15 games that defined a wild year of wargaming in 1975. Which one have you bloodlessly hexed to death? Drop your favorites for your most painful rule bloopers in the comments. Subscribe for more cardboard carnage, and I'll catch you in the next Hexed Encounter Countdown. Game on.